I'm Zach. We're here at Park Street Studio for the second fall series concert, and I'm joined with our headliner of the night, Mr. Ben Mulwana.
Nice to meet you, and nice to be here. That's I don't know why I said nice to meet you because we've met like a billion times.
It's all right. It's been
So
very sporadic. It's like once a year or something.
it
Cause
is true. It's kind of a once a year thing. I feel like every time I see you, and I'm like, dude, I just saw you last year.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
cause it
like dude.
was we met at Cactus Club when we did
That's
the
right.
Mr. Nice Guy
Yeah, yeah,
show, and
yeah.
then I think it was it the next time I saw you was at the Simpson Songs.
With Hannah Simone.
Yep,
Yeah,
say
that
with
was awesome.
Hannah and Will
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stacked up bill,
It was a good night.
but now you're here tonight for our second show. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into music, what some of your inspirations are, and
Yeah.
yeah, just kind of how you feel about music in general.
Well, I love music. I'll tell you that.
Good, that's good.
But I came here by way of Uganda, so born and raised in Uganda. I live in Wisconsin now, and I mean, I've loved music longer than I can remember. I think my family is a musical family. I think my parents met in college playing music together.
Oh, cool.
But didn't really like try and teach us anything like that. But I think just kind of instilled in us the love for the art. And I started playing music in high school, and honestly, it was off of just trying to impress a girl that I really liked, and
Nice.
that was why I started playing guitar. And my influences kind of came from that too, at least from the guitar realm. It's John Mayer, all the people that were Jason Mraz, that were
Yep.
popular
The
back
classics.
then. Yeah, and then after that, I feel like I couldn't stay away from it. I didn't start writing till 2019, which I regret because it took me so long to gain the courage to do that. And but now we're here. Now I play. Feel like I can't do anything else.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you say luckily you get to play a lot. You always have shows lined up, and that's always any musician is trying to accomplish having constant shows all the time because
Yeah.
you've got a lineup of shows coming up for the fall up here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few. And then we're gonna take a kind of a long break, I would say, through December and January and February. Working
Okay.
on some new music and recording some new music
Gotcha.
and
Get in the
just
studio, focus on that.
yeah, it's really hard to kind of be out of it and you play a live show somewhere and then try and get back into it to
Oh
really
yeah,
write.
I mean
So
that's the
yeah,
classic kind of way of doing things in music. It's like the tour and then record and tour.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
that's how it always goes, and you kind of need that. And it's
yeah,
nice too because then you get a change of pace and it's still all music related no
yeah,
matter
and you
what.
still love it at the end of it. Otherwise, you quickly fall out of love with it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Well, say what's one of your like favorite memories from playing music, whether it's like a show or if you have like something with recording or anything like that.
Yeah, man, so many. So I've been really, really lucky to play some amazing festivals, some amazing venues in Wisconsin, out of Wisconsin, and I think one of them, maybe the most memorable ones, is was actually I wasn't even playing. Like, it wasn't me, and but it did somewhat inform like how I write and how I play. It's one of the first one of the shows I saw with the band Need to Breathe, who are one of my favorite bands in the world. They did a Stomp the Ground tour, and they were kind of filling up these really, really tiny venues, and they're a bigger band, so the place would get kind of really crowded.
Nice.
But
What's the band?
Need to Breathe,
Need to breathe.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and they in the middle of their show unplugged everything and came out in the crowd, and they were just like, feel free to sing with us or whatever, but we're gonna just do this song. And it was a little bit of a newer song, but and you caught on quite a bit really quickly, and just the raw emotion that I felt that they had, that I experienced, that everybody around me felt like it was. I mean, it was religious at that point. Like, it was just so. It's something I can never, ever, ever forget. And I feel like that really has informed how I write, how I experience music. It has to be a soul thing. Like, it has to be an emotion thing.
Yeah.
for it to stick. And so that's my favorite
Yeah,
memory.
I can only hope that everyone gets that experience, that religious concert experience of
Hmm.
being there and really just, engulfed in the musical experience because
Hmm.
yeah, there's nothing quite like it.
Yeah.
And that's why getting to be the one who gets to propagate that, gets to play that and give that to someone else.
Well,
That's part of the magic.
yeah, it is beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, say, what's the future hold for you? You got anything coming up that's beyond the recording? Anything? So you're doing an album in the winter time, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, just gonna do more shows. You got anything else that's coming up that
Um,
you have planned?
So we have a couple of tours that I'm excited about. We're gonna do an East Coast tour, and then for the first time, we're gonna do a West Coast tour, like really, really far
Oh,
west next
nice.
year. And it won't be till almost end of summer next year. But planning it now is probably the best thing to do. So that's what I'm doing.
Yep, I say yeah. The
Um,
sooner you can plan it out.
yeah. So, but it's gonna be somewhat our first time out west, really far out west, and excited to see some of the. I can't say too much about it, but some of the bands that we're gonna be playing with opening for. I'm just really really stoked. So yeah,
Say
yeah,
nice. Say got
yeah.
some secret upcoming
We'll see.
shows.
Yeah,
Some big names. All
yeah. I'm
right.
hoping it
Been
still
out
holds
here
out.
name
Yeah,
dropping some people soon. Yeah?
nothing at all.
Not yet, not yet at
Yeah,
least.
yeah,
Well, good.
yeah,
Well, say one question I always like to ask everybody is, who are some of your favorite like local artists or bands or anybody plays music
yeah,
around here? Anybody you've played with,
yeah.
opening for shows or whatnot.
Well, the easy one is Hannah Simone, who's gonna be playing tonight.
It's so funny. She said the same thing about
Did
you.
she really?
Yep.
No, she's amazing, and her and Ellie, my God, it's really fantastic, and kind of like knowing that I'm gonna have to like jump on after they do. I'm just like, oh man, okay. But Tay and the Neighborly, some of my favorite people in the world, and probably top musicians. I feel like for me, um, Social Sig is really really good. Actually, super super fun to watch. Moonglow is really good. Yeah, it's. I think there's not. I don't think there's a bad artist in Milwaukee. I'll
Oh no,
say
I
that
agree. I
everyone is
mean,
really really amazing.
yeah, the talent here
Yeah,
is something else, and yeah, you could definitely name off, and it's like, yeah, I know pretty much everyone you're talking about and agree. They're
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
Saw what was it Moonglow just released an EP not too long
yeah,
ago, and yeah, it's
yeah.
just like yeah, good music around, and also what's good to see is the recording process now. It's everything the technology is getting better so everyone can record like really high quality records now,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
super awesome, especially as an artist.
Yeah.
As I'm sure,
Yeah.
recording, you go through and it's like, it doesn't sound great. It doesn't
Yeah.
sound professional enough. And that gap is slowly shrinking.
It's
So,
shrunk really, really quick. So
yeah,
yeah, no, it's been really cool to even just see people's different working process. I think what's been awesome is a lot of the stuff is now visible. You know, you take it back a couple of years and someone drops an album, but you never actually see how the sausage was made unless there were a bunch of cameras around very intentionally.
true.
But today, you can listen to a song and know exactly when a mistake was made or a retake was done or something like that, which is really cool.
Yeah, you get to
Yeah.
be more part of the experience of being a part of making the music and listening to it, and you get more of the story. You get to be just a part of the family of it
Start
almost.
to finish. Yep.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
sweet. Well, say we're super happy to have you here. It's going to be a great show. You and Hannah are going to do amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you for coming. I'm looking forward to the show.
Thank you, Zach.
Hey,
Good
thank
to
you.
see you this year.
Yeah, this year. Bless you.
Thank you. Cutting.